Good morning and welcome to my blog, Wisdom for Today. I was contemplating this morning when I was praying and alone with the Lord about what it meant to have His presence constantly in my life. Because I came upon the passage, Matthew 5, verse 4, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." And when I was in Sunday school many years ago, I remember a teacher telling me that comforting meant paraclete. It meant the Lord coming alongside of you. And I thought to myself, isn't that a bit of a cop out? I mean, having someone beside you, wouldn't it be better to have someone who enveloped you in a hug or someone who would give you something to comfort you, like a big teddy bear or a pillow to cry on? But all God does is be there. And as I got older, I realized that's the most important thing that God can do. You know, we live in uncertain times, constantly worried about the economy and the political tensions in our country and the international troubles in our country. And I think of people I know who are missionaries in the Middle East, and even people I knew who are missionaries in Ukraine, and what they must be going through. And it occurred to me this morning when I was having my quiet time that whatever they're going through, they have the same comfort I do. They have Jesus who comes alongside of them. As an adult, I realized the power of having someone just sit with you. Not necessarily overwhelm you with a hug, but just sit in your presence while you walk through a very long place. And that's what Christ does. You know that song that we usually sing at Easter called In the Garden, or we sing it at funerals? That song has been criticized in seminaries. I had seminary friends say it's too much, it's too sentimental. It talks too much about God being my boyfriend. But that's not why it was written. It was written by a pastor. His name was Dr. Adam Gabriel. And he had gone to a service and he was thinking about Mary Magdalene and how her world came to an end when Jesus died. And he saw himself in the garden. And he saw himself feeling all alone. And he realized while he was in that garden with Mary that the only thing that could comfort Mary would be a gentle presence of Christ. And that's what made him write, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. That's the joy of Christianity. God doesn't give us all the answers, and he doesn't take away the pain. And he doesn't necessarily give us something to hang on to, but his presence is always there. And he reminds us that we are his own. That's why in Matthew chapter 5, verse 4, Jesus can say in all confidence, "Blessed are those who mourn." That's someone who lost something, someone who's feeling the deepest pain there is on this earth, for they will be comforted. In other words, God will come alongside of them. I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you're living on the East Coast, stay hydrated. We're in the midst of a heat wave. But wherever you are, I pray you feel the presence of Jesus. That will walk you through the darkest times of this life. God's blessings. I hope to see you in church on Sunday. And for those of you not in the area, find a church and get into it. And God's blessings, and have a good day.